What's up, everybody? Welcome back to iRacing. As the video loads up here, we are at the Charlotte Infield road course, which I have never raced before. I've only practiced on it. So this should be a pretty interesting race. We're still in the Pontiac Solstice. I think we got like 2 or 3 more days before it switches over to the next car. I reckon it probably switches over Monday night, so maybe 3 more days here. And this is a fun little course. I mean, it's really tight, 2 lanes wide pretty much. There really isn't a passing zone at all. What's up, Hydro? And this should be a pretty interesting race. So far, we're running some pretty quick lap times, but I don't know what the fastest lap time is for any other drivers. So I'm not sure where we are as far as being with the fast guys. We'll go ahead and drop into qualifying here and see if we can get us a fast lap. And hopefully we'll start on the pole. I was faster than everybody in practice, but that doesn't really mean anything. Let's see if we can see who else in here. So we've got 11 cars in here. We had... yeah, so right now we're 2 seconds faster than anybody ran in practice. I don't know what that's gonna translate to in the race. Charlotte's new track. It's not the new track. It's like a version of the new track, sorta. Let's go ahead and qualify before we run out of time, though. I do not have my right paint on. That's fine. I'll load it up in a second, maybe, if it'll load up. It's weird. It's like it's part of the old Infield course, but it's cut in half. Like, we don't go into the oval at all. So, really tight track. I mean, there's like literally no passing zones at all. Maybe one spot, maybe right here could be a passing zone, and then maybe right here, and then right before the start and finish line after this weird little chicane.
Green.
Here's the fun part of the track right here. I mean, this is a real tight chicane right here. Gotta get real close to these barrels. You can actually hit them and knock them over, and you won't get a bad point for it. Don't want to run off in the grass. Looks like Matthew Tucker's really the only one we're going to be competing with here. Unless some of these guys can run real fast laps and they're just not showing it. Alright, what do we get here? 47.999. That's a little slower than what I'd like. I think we could probably do... This track was free, I think, actually. Train Sim. Pretty sure it was. I think it comes with the Charlotte Road Course. We could have done another lap there, but I think the first lap's probably going to be the fastest one, so we should have been able to run a 47.5 on the optimum lap, but 47.9 we'll take. We'll still start second. That's not too bad. Yeah, I know, man. Your birthday was yesterday, right? Happy birthday. Pretty cool. I wanted to race yesterday. I just ran out of time. But yeah, Train Sim. This is one of the free tracks, free car as well. This car came with the game when you subscribe to it. So, yep, all this stuff's free. One of my monitors just stopped working for some reason. Maybe I don't have it turned on. That's probably what it is. Alright, so what we got? About a minute left to go. We can kind of analyze this this qualifying session real fast. Yeah, I agree. The 400 probably will be a wreck fest. I'm thinking about going, actually. Thanks, Davis. What's up, man? Nice to see you. I'm not sure if you've seen this track, Davis, but this is a pretty crazy one here. We're going to kind of review a little bit of the qualifying lap real fast before it's time to grid up. Real tight. Real tight. It's been a long time since I've watched any Monster Jam. Yeah, it's okay as long as they have a big enough arena to actually do something in. I mean, I don't really like watching the small ones. You went to a kart place yesterday and someone got on top of somebody else. That's not good. Well, the Charlotte Infield road courses, this is a different one. This isn't the road course that I'm familiar with. The normal Charlotte Infield road course is kind of the one the Cup cars are going to run on later this year, where you come out onto the into turn 2, I guess it is, run down the backstretch and around turn 3 and 4, and back in past the start and finish line. This one is like sort of just the infield portion of that, and it's really weird. Like it's fun, but it's tight. I mean, I don't know how in the world there really isn't but like one passing zone, and that's it. Everything else is just kind of you hope for the best. I don't know how the drivers react. I do know in testing, a lot of them were saying that it was going to be a wreck fest, so you can kind of count on that. Yeah, there might be a wreck on every restart. It depends. I mean, if they get spread out, they'll handle it. They've done a lot of testing there. There'll be a lot of practice, and I mean, they're there for a reason. They're good drivers, so I don't think you'll see a whole lot of them just wreck constantly. The Cup one is awesome. Yeah, you're right. MX-5 is a fun car. I don't know if are there gravel traps on the Charlotte road course. I'm not sure if there is. I think they have some runoff areas where it's just kind of grass, but I think it's pretty tight. I don't think there's a whole lot of gravel traps there. It's basically, if you run off track, you're going to hit tires. We have a go-kart track, or a go-kart race. They run here in Greensboro at the Greensboro Coliseum. It's a tiny little track, and they have what's called the King of the Concrete there, and these guys run around this track at like 60 mile an hour, which don't sound like it's very fast, but the track is, it's literally like if you took an auto parts store and put the track in the middle of it, that's how big it is. It's tiny, and they fly around that little track. They put like Coca-Cola down in the turns to make it real sticky. YouTube it. King of the Concrete in Greensboro, North Carolina. It's a crazy race. Let's see where we're at so far here. Still second. That's good, and way faster than the rest of these guys, so pretty confident we'll at least get a second place finish unless we wreck or something like that. I don't live in Greensboro. I live in a town called Trinity, which is kind of in between Greensboro, High Point, and Asheboro, sort of out in the country. Not far from Randleman, where Richard Petty's from, actually. I actually went to Randleman High School and middle school. So, yep. Dang, how long is qualifying here? My goodness. Is it because we didn't run those? No, because we got 2 other people that hadn't qualified. That's why it hasn't went ahead and gridded up. Qualifying's usually only like 5 or 6 minutes, and it's already up in 7 for some reason. 8 minutes. Well, it's about to start. That's good. So, yeah, I'm a bit nervous about this one, just because the track is so tight. I don't really know what to expect. I'm hoping I don't get run into the back of, and I'm really hoping I don't run into the back of somebody else, and we are quite a bit quicker than some of these guys through like the chicane. North Carolina is your future destination when you get older, to know me. Alright, well that's cool, man. If you ever get here, let me know. It's a nice state. Oh, you do? Live in Hillsboro. That's awesome, man. I know where that's at. Actually, my cousin lives in Hillsboro. Oh, here we go.
Green.
Give him a little bit of breathing room there, and me as well, and we're just going to kind of ride behind him for a little bit. I think he's going to be a little faster than us anyway. Car is so bouncy through there. I'm always afraid it's going to like break loose and spin out. It's real easy to push too hard here too. You kind of have to go slow to go fast, you know. Pushing a bit too hard trying to catch him. I do not know where White Cross is, and I do apologize if I don't answer you as soon as you say something. I really don't have a whole lot of time to look at the chat on this one. There's like no straightaways or anything. Chapel Hill, yeah, I know where Chapel Hill is. I'm about an hour from there. Hillsboro is right before you get to Raleigh from Greensboro, right? Pretty sure it is. Your town has buses? That's cool. My town has buses too. Yeah, we're pulling away from the last one, but unfortunately the leader's a bit faster than we are, it looks like. Kind of just hoping he makes a mistake somewhere. Maybe gets a slowdown or something, that would help out. If we don't get running through that dirt right there, we're going to get a slowdown. Got to be careful too where he's knocking them barrels over. That's kind of the border of the track, and if one rolls too far or if he pushes it over a little bit and we get across that line, we could definitely get a slowdown from that as well. I kind of wish they marked like the pavement with paint or something where the barrels set. That way if you do knock one over, you kind of know where it was at. Hello to whoever just said hello. I do not have time to read your name. I apologize. Kinda busy here. Just a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're really catching this guy any, but at least At least third place isn't gaining on us. Looks like we're actually starting to catch a lap car. It's funny, like that big TV screen on the backstretch, every time I see that car spinning out, like I freak out, think somebody's wrecking in front of me. Because I just see that kind of out of the corner of my eye. Man, this place is a workout. Traffic cones and barrels, yeah. Killing them all. Or at least he is. I think we got hold of that one. I don't know what kind of cars run on this track. Probably go-karts. Or Legends cars, maybe. Man, I really screwed that turn up. That's why I shouldn't be looking at the chat while I'm racing. Not at this track. Look at him. He's knocking over all the barrels. Maybe he's trying to sabotage my line. I don't think he has anything to worry about. So easy to forget kind of where you're at. There's so many like little turns and stuff. It's easy to think that you're in the wrong one. Can't imagine racing like cup cars around this track or something. That'd be pretty crazy, wouldn't it? I don't think anybody could even make a lap, hardly. Yeah, first lap car up here.
Lap car right there in front of you.
Yeah, Legends are inline fours. Actually, they use like Kawasaki motorcycle engines, I think. Almost wouldn't work for the place that builds those cars at one time. 600 Racing. Oh shoot, we're off the track. All right, see if this guy will just kind of pull over out of the way. That'd be nice.
Door. Clear up. All clear, all clear.
Sorta. Thank you. I think the company that builds Legends cars, I'm not sure if they build all of them or not, but they're owned by SMI, which owns like Charlotte Motor Speedway and a few other, handful of other tracks. They built them Legends cars kind of as an inexpensive way for people to get into racing, and now they cost like $15,000 to $20,000 a year to run. So they ended up costing a lot of money anyway, which is crazy because there's really nothing to them. I mean, they're just tiny little cars with fiberglass bodies and inline four-cylinder engines, and the engines will last forever. But get people involved and they'll figure out some way to make it expensive. Shocks and stuff like that start costing a ton. I know a buddy of mine used to race late models, and he said the shocks for his car was like $6,000 a set. Something ridiculous. I'm sure Legends car shocks probably go upwards of $2,000 or $3,000 if you want to get the really good ones. Maybe higher, I don't know. Good Lord, man, how many laps is left? This is crazy. If you ever want to lose weight, drive the Charlotte Infield road course. It's a workout. Let's see. Oh, 33 seconds. So the white flag lap should be next time by. There it is. Excuse me, Barrel. Get out of the way. One lap to go, and we should finish second. That'll be 3 second-place finishes in the Solstice in a row. So that win should come anytime now. Hopefully. If I could have just been, man, 0.2 of a second faster, we might could have given him a run for his money. That's okay, though. I'm happy with second. I'm not a terrific road course racer, so anytime I can get a top 5 on a road course, I'm happy. Good win, Matt. Man, that is a workout.
Flag. Good job.
All right, let's go through some of you guys' chat because I didn't see half of what you guys were talking about.
No doubt it's a good car, but
let's see. Who said hello earlier? I need to find you. I don't know where you went. Where will the campers have to stay in the infield because they always camp on the road course? I don't know. I'm assuming, I mean, obviously through here we got campers. I don't know where they're going to stay at. Charlotte's sister track is Texas. Yep, Texas. Atlanta is actually sister track to Charlotte as well. Las Vegas is sort of a sister track, almost. It doesn't have the it's not a tri-oval, but it's pretty close. Yeah, I see. You said Atlanta, right? Do I know where White Cross is? Orange County Speedway. I have been to Orange County Speedway quite often. Actually, my cousin has raced there before. I never did. But, yeah, we used to go there and watch races all the time. Still do sometimes. We may actually go to Hickory this weekend, actually. Do you know where Chapel Hill is? Yes, I do. Let's see. When did Job sponsor? Oh, JBC. I don't know. This track was put together a long time ago, so who knows? What? I don't know how to pronounce your name. And Neil? Bergren? That's who said hello. Hello. Cat Winter, hi, how is it going? You came kind of late, but it'll be up on the channel here pretty soon. You can watch the whole thing if you want. Fiberglass cars with motorbike motors, you'd think that would be cheap. You'd think it would be, but it ain't. For whatever reason, it's not cheap at all. Yeah, Legends cars, man, they get expensive. I don't know why. It's like I said, if it's racing, it's going to be expensive. Even enduro cars, Caraway Speedway, which train sim, you may have heard of this place. This is where I used to race, is in Ashboro. Caraway Speedway used to run an enduro class where they'd start 70 cars, or a maximum of 100 cars. The first race I went to had 70. They started a maximum of 100 cars, and it was 200 laps or 2.5 hours, and these were old V8 cars. And basically, whoever won that 200 laps, 2.5 hours won the race. And it was nuts. That was a pretty cheap. We're gonna watch some replays here while I talk, but that was a pretty cheap way to race. Boy, he just turned that guy right around, didn't he? And you could race in that class for about $500 or $600 if you could find an old beat-up car. It's kind of hard to find old rear-wheel drive V8s now because of the Cash for Cars thing Obama did a while back. Kind of screwed the enduro class up. A lot of people scrapped stuff, you know, and traded it on new cars. But anyway, I think they were giving out like $1,500 for like an old scrap car or something, so everybody got rid of the old big V8s, which really sucks, man, because that was some awesome racing. But anyway, you could do that for $500 or $600, and I actually built a car to do that. It was an '85 Monte Carlo, full frame Monte Carlo, which you didn't see very often. And the day that I went to go racing it, only 17 cars showed up. I guess I saw what happened. This guy's out here doing donuts. That's the winner, right? Yeah. So nothing really happened. Anyway, the day we went out there, only 17 cars showed up, and they were like, you know what? Only 17 cars are here. We're not going to run the enduro. We'll just run. We'll let you guys run in street stock. So that's what we did. We ran in street stock. And I raced like 7 or 8 races until I blew the motor. I had a guy give me a motor out of a 71 Chevelle, a 350 with a 4-bolt main. He had built it, never built a motor before in his life, and he was like, you know what? Use this motor. See how good you can do in it. He's like, this is going to be like a true test. So a stock 350, I was turning 7,500 RPMs, and it held up for about 7 races, 50 laps per race. So however many laps that is, I guess about 350 laps or something, which is, I guess, not too bad considering I was turning it way up there. But to get another engine built was going to cost me like 10 grand, and that's what happened to the Enduro series. Even before the Cash for Cars thing kind of ruined it, people were starting to spend lots and lots of money on engines, and the old '85 Camaros were just dominating it. So if you came out there with anything else other than that, then you could pretty much forget doing, you know, winning, because them Camaros were really fast. Basically, the same kind of Camaro that they ran on the Street Stock series on iRacing, as a matter of fact. Same body style. That's what a lot of people use. Those cars handled very, very well. Well, anyway, let's see if I can check out the points real quick. I'm not sure. I haven't got my stream set up where I can pull this stuff up easily like I used to have it, so I don't know if I can do this or not, but I'm going to try. Let's see, without you guys seeing what's going on. Yeah, I can't do it. Well, we finished second, so that's good. We'll try to race another one later on. We got to get, at some point, we need to do the B class at Mid-Ohio. I dread it. I think we'll probably do that one tomorrow sometime, maybe tomorrow or Sunday. We've got till Monday night to do it. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye bye.